Quick book recap. Welcome to another deep dive where we take a stack of incredible sources and distill them into the most important nuggets of knowledge for you. Today, we're diving into Grant Sabatier's book, Financial Freedom, a proven path to all the money you will ever need.
That's the one.
Our mission today is, well, to understand how someone went from literally $2.26 in their bank account
Just incredible.
to over $1 million in just 5 years. And maybe more importantly, what that journey can truly mean for your own life.
Yeah, and what's genuinely fascinating here, I think, is that this isn't about some fluke, right?
Right, not the lottery ticket.
Exactly. Get-rich-quick scheme. It's a very deliberate, intentional journey that kind of completely redefines what financial freedom actually means.
Okay.
And it really shows how anyone, maybe no matter where they start, can potentially achieve it. We'll start by unpacking Grant's personal story.
Kelsey, is that?
And then we'll explore the 7 practical steps he meticulously lays out for financial independence.
Okay, let's unpack this. So Grant's story starts, when was it? August 2010.
That's right, 2010.
He was 24, unemployed, back living with his parents. And here's the kicker. He had a grand total of $2.26.
$2.26. It's hard to even fathom.
Can you even imagine that feeling, hitting such a low point? He actually took a screenshot of his bank balance.
He did, yeah.
Just to remember it, like as a stark reminder. Motivation.
Motivation, exactly.
What exactly led him to that really difficult moment? Seems like such a dramatic turn.
Well, it really raises an important question about the traditional path,
Yeah.
one we're all sort of told to follow.
Go to school, get good grades.
Yeah, Grant had done everything he was supposed to do. Top university, worked hard, got good grades, even landed a job offer before graduating.
So far, so good, right?
You think. But his very first job was, well, he describes it as a nightmare. Genuinely soul-crushing.
Really? How so?
Sterile office, a 2-hour round-trip commute every single day, always feeling exhausted.
Ugh, that commute alone.
Right. He gained 20 pounds, struggled with anxiety, and then he did the math.
Oh, boy.
He realized he was literally trading 1,400 hours of his life per year.
1,400 hours?
For just $15,500 after taxes.
Wow.
And on top of that, found himself $12,000 in credit card debt.
So he was working hard, but actually going backwards financially.
Exactly. The system just wasn't working for him,
That's incredibly relatable, I think, for so many people who feel trapped in that cycle. He thought he was on the path to building wealth, becoming a financially secure adult, but nope, just living paycheck to paycheck, even spending more than he made.
Yeah.
And this wasn't just his isolated experience, was it? The book really highlights some pretty eye-opening statistics about how widespread this feeling is.
Oh, definitely. And when we connect this to the bigger picture, the numbers are quite stark. It helps explain why his story resonates so much.
What kind of numbers are we talking about?
Well, he points out that in 2017, a staggering 70% of U.S. employees were disengaged at work.
70%. That's most people.
Most people aren't excited about what they do every day. And get this, 69% of Americans had less than $1,000 in savings.
Less than $1,000. So one emergency away from trouble.
Serious financial trouble, yeah. He also highlights that many millennials are earning less than their parents did at the same age, adjusted for inflation.
Right, I've heard that.
And they're often burdened with significant student loan debt.
Ugh, the student loans.
And the average savings rates for retirement, shockingly low. Like 3.9% for under 25s and only 5.35% for people aged 25 to 34.
That's barely anything.
He basically describes this trajectory as making it literally impossible for most people to ever retire comfortably if they just stick to the standard playbook.
So after seeing all this, understanding this bleak picture,
Yeah.
what did it mean for Grant personally?
Well, he's lying there in his backyard, right, looking up at the sky.
Yeah.
And he has this huge realization. Doing what he was supposed to do wasn't going to guarantee him anything. Not security, not even retirement in 40 years.
Wow. That's a heavy realization.
It is. And he decided he wanted more. More money, sure, but also more life. More control over his own time and his future.
Okay.
And this is where it gets really compelling. He decided to set 2 seemingly unrealistic goals for himself.
Unrealistic, what were they?
That's right. He decided, number 1, he would save $1 million.
$1 million. From $2.26.
Yep. And number 2, he would retire, meaning making work optional as quickly as humanly possible.
Okay, those do sound pretty unrealistic from where he was standing.
Totally. But he didn't just dream it. He actually did it.
He did. How long did it take?
In just 5 years, By 2015, he had a net worth of over $1 million.
5 years. Okay, how was it luck? Did he win the lottery? Inherit money? Sell some app?
Nope, none of that.
Yeah.
And he's really clear about this. It wasn't luck in that sense. He simply learned everything he possibly could about money,
Okay.
relentlessly questioned all the popular financial advice, the stuff everyone tells you,
Right, the conventional wisdom?
and truly maximized the value of his time. He did it through this powerful combination of personal finance strategies, entrepreneurship, and smart investing.
So knowledge and action.
Exactly. And he emphasizes that anyone can learn to do this. Even if, like him, you start with just $2.26 and seemingly no immediately marketable skills.
It really underlines the idea that knowledge and intentional action are your most powerful assets, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
It sounds so straightforward when you lay it out like that, though. Just learn everything and maximize your time.
Yeah.
But he also says it was the hardest thing he ever did.
Mm-hmm.
What exactly made it so difficult if the principles are, accessible?
Yeah, it wasn't easy because it required him to step way outside his comfort zone. Way outside.
Okay, like how?
He had to take calculated risks. He had to do things radically differently from basically everyone around him.
I bet people thought he was crazy.
Oh, yeah. He
They
said
won't.
people literally thought he was crazy. He even shares this anecdote about his own girlfriend at the time.
Yeah.
She wouldn't even visit his apartment because it was, quote, crappy but inexpensive. He was that focused on saving.
Wow. That takes dedication. And maybe some social sacrifice.
For sure. But he had this clear, powerful mission, right? Save $1 million, retire early. And that kept him incredibly motivated through all the skepticism.
So the why was really strong.
Super strong. And maybe the most profound lesson he learned, which is really crucial to understanding his whole approach,
Yeah.
is that most of the accepted wisdom about money, work, and retirement is either, in his words, incorrect, incomplete, or so old school it's obsolete.
Obsolete.
Oh.
Wow, so basically the rules have changed.
He believes so. He thinks it's never actually been easier to make and manage money and live free from the typical 9-to-5 grind.
Easier now than before.
Yeah. The difficulty isn't necessarily in the complexity of the information itself, but more in being open to challenging those long-held beliefs and actually doing things differently. That's the hard part.
Got it. Changing your mindset, your habits. So he clearly learned an immense amount from this whole experience and wrote Financial Freedom to share it all.
Mm-hmm. And started millennialmoney.com, which has helped millions.
Right. The book lays out not just tips, but like a whole systematic strategy, a blueprint, a philosophy even.
It really is a full system.
And he promises that if you follow the plan, you'll end up with more money than you ever thought possible.
Yeah.
So what are these core 7 steps? The path.
Okay, so this plan, it's designed to optimize like all areas of your financial life, right? And each step builds logically on the others. It's a connected system.
Makes sense. What's step 1?
The very first step is figure out your number.
My number. Like how much money?
Exactly. But it's not a universal figure. It's unique to you. It's about how much money you personally need for your definition of financial freedom.
Okay, so it could be different for everyone.
Totally. Maybe for you, it just means getting completely out of debt, or having enough cash saved to cover your expenses for 6 months if you lost your job.
Or maybe taking a sabbatical.
Yeah, maybe taking 2 years off to travel the world. Or maybe it is the big one, never having to work for money again.
Right.
The crucial starting point is simply to define that specific personal goal. What does freedom look like for you?
Okay, define the destination. Step 1. What's next?
Step 2, calculate where you are today.
Okay, the starting point. Like my financial GPS.
Kind of, yeah. This means figuring out your net worth.
Net worth.
Yeah.
That's assets minus liabilities, right?
Yep, put simply, everything you own, savings, investments, maybe property minus everything you owe, loans, credit card debt, etc.
Okay,
He says this is the single most important financial number for you to track. Keep an eye on that net worth.
got it. Track the net worth. Does this step include debt?
Yes, it also involves a very practical strategy for handling any existing debt you might have, especially that high-interest stuff.
Okay, step 3.
Step 3 is a big one. Radically shift how you think about money.
Shift my thinking.
Our ingrained beliefs about money, the stuff we learned growing up or just absorbed from society,
Right.
they can be huge invisible barriers.
Like money is the root of all evil, or you have to work hard for every penny.
Exactly, those kinds of things. He shares 11 different ways he thinks about money to help you save more and make more.
11 ways.
Yeah.
Like what? Give me an example.
Okay, so one key shift is viewing your time as your most valuable asset, even more valuable than money itself.
Time, not money. Okay.
Another is seeing money as a powerful tool, a tool for freedom, for opportunity, rather than seeing money as the end goal itself.
So it's about what money can do for you.
Precisely. And these aren't just like abstract ideas, they directly influence how you approach work, spending, saving, investing, everything.
Interesting. Okay, step 4 sounds controversial.
Yeah, step 4 might sound almost revolutionary for a finance book. Stop budgeting and focus on what has the biggest impact on your savings.
Stop budgeting. But isn't that like Finance 101?
It is. But he argues that traditional, really restrictive budgets often foster a scarcity mindset. They make you feel deprived.
Yeah, counting every penny can be exhausting.
Right. And maybe not the most effective use of your time or energy. Instead, the real insight here, his big point, is that focusing on drastically increasing your savings rate.
The percentage of income you save.
Exactly. That percentage has a disproportionately higher impact on how quickly you reach financial independence compared to, say, cutting out lattes.
So focus on the big levers, like earning more or cutting huge expenses like housing or cars.
That's the idea. Make bigger strategic moves. He actually says you can still enjoy those daily lattes if you genuinely value them, provided you're nailing the bigger stuff.
Okay, that's refreshing. What's step 5?
Step 5, hack your 9 to 5.
Hack your job, even if you like it or hate it.
Both. Whether you genuinely love your full-time job or you're just tolerating it, he says, use it strategically. Use it to make more money now and as a launch pad for your future.
How do you hack it?
It involves actively knowing your market value. What are other people with your skills getting paid?
Okay, do your research.
Yep. Skillfully negotiating raises based on that research and your performance, maximizing all your benefits.
Like the 401k match, health savings accounts.
Exactly. And even things like remote work options, if that saves you time and money. And crucially, continuously increasing your skills to make yourself more valuable.
So make your main job work harder for you. Got it. Step 6.
Step 6 is start a profitable side hustle and diversify your income streams.
The side hustle. Everyone talks about side hustles.
They do. But he points out that many people get this wrong. They just end up hustling for others in ways that don't truly build long-term wealth or freedom, like driving for Uber for hours for little pay.
Right, trading more time for not much money.
Exactly. So he teaches you how to smartly pick, launch, and grow a truly profitable side hustle. The goal is to create passive income streams.
Money that comes in even when you're not actively working.
Bingo. Money that can eventually cover all your living expenses. That's how you really start to buy back your time.
Okay, that's powerful. And the final step. Step 7.
And finally, step 7. Invest as much money as early and often as you can.
The investing piece. Makes sense.
This is where your money truly starts making money for you without you having to trade your precious time for it hour by hour. It's the magic of compounding.
Right. Let your money work.
He shares an investment strategy in the book that's designed for reasonably high returns with low risk, specifically aiming for rapid financial freedom. It's often focused on low-cost index funds.
So make it, save it, invest it. That seems to be the core loop.
That's a great summary of the engine, yeah.
That's a powerful distillation of his approach. It's truly fascinating, that whole thing about not needing a traditional budget, or that you can still buy expensive coffee or take spontaneous trips if you're hitting the big goals.
It shifts the focus.
And the concept that just, 5 minutes a day managing your money can potentially save you hundreds of thousands long term, that's huge.
Yeah, consistency matters. Small actions add up.
And he mentioned that saving just an additional 1% of your income, like going from saving 15% to 16%, can help you reach financial independence 2 years earlier.
It can, yeah. Because of compounding over time, these are incredibly specific, actionable ideas that really highlight the profound impact of what might seem like small changes.
Absolutely.
And, he really emphasizes that this book, this whole journey, it's ultimately about much more than just saving a specific pile of cash or retiring at a certain age.
It's about more than the money itself.
Way more. More than anything, he says it's about freedom.
Freedom.
When you have enough money, you gain this incredible space and time. Time to explore the world or your own interests. Time to connect more deeply with people you care about. Time to reflect, to grow, to, truly feel alive.
Right. Less stress, more options.
Exactly. It's the freedom to design and create a life you genuinely want, with significantly less financial stress holding you back and far more options available to you.
Freedom sounds different for everyone, though, doesn't it? He gives some great examples in the book.
He does, like the young couple in New York City who think they need, what, $5 million to feel free?
Yeah, versus that traveler he met in Flagstaff, Arizona.
Right, who feels completely free, making only $5,000 a year, living a very different life.
So it could mean being debt-free for one person?
Or having more time with family for another, or quitting a corporate job you dislike.
Or maybe having, say, $5,000 a month in passive income from investments or side hustles?
Exactly. He even mentions monks who feel free without any money at all. It's very personal.
So how does he suggest we figure out our own personal definition of financial freedom? Our number.
Well, the precise amount of money you need is deeply tied to the specific life you want to live. Where do you want to live it? What do you truly value? What genuinely brings you joy?
So you have to do some soul searching first.
Pretty much. He suggests that once you take the time to really figure this out, you might realize you need far less money than you initially thought.
Oh, interesting. So maybe that huge number isn't necessary.
Maybe not, and you might realize you can actually reach your real freedom number much faster than you ever dreamed possible.
Okay.
And to help people visualize this journey, make less daunting, he even breaks financial freedom down into 7 distinct levels, like steps on a ladder.
7 levels. Okay, what are they?
So level 1 is clarity, just figuring out where you are financially and where you want to go, getting honest.
Okay, that first step of understanding.
Level 2 is self-sufficiency, earning enough money to comfortably cover all your own expenses without help.
Standing on your own 2 feet. Got it.
Level 3 is breathing room. This is when you finally escape that stressful paycheck-to-paycheck cycle. You have a little buffer.
Ah, that feels good, I bet. Less panic.
Definitely. Level 4 is stability. This means having a solid 6 months of living expenses saved up in an emergency fund.
The emergency fund? Crucial.
And any bad debt, like high-interest credit cards, fully repaid.
Okay, solid ground.
Level 5 is flexibility. This is a big jump. It means having at least 2 years of living expenses already invested. This gives you significant choices, like taking a mini retirement or changing careers.
2 years invested. Wow. That provides real options.
Huge options. Level 6 is financial independence. This is the big one, often what people mean by FI or early retirement. It's
Right.
when you can literally live off the income generated by your investments forever, making traditional work truly optional.
Work becomes a choice, not a necessity.
Exactly. And finally, level 7 is abundant wealth. Basically, having more money than you'll ever realistically need allows for extreme generosity, big legacy projects, whatever you want.
That really clarifies the progression, doesn't it? From just getting clear all the way to abundance.
Yeah, it breaks it down into manageable stages.
And it makes so much sense that as you hit each level, you'd feel more empowered, more in control, less stressed about money.
Definitely. Each level unlocks a bit more freedom.
He also talks about setting smaller goals, right? Like doubling your money from $1,000 to $2,000, then $4,000.
Yes, because he says the first $1,000, the first $10,000, and especially the first $100,000 are actually the toughest to save. It's about building that initial momentum, like rolling a snowball.
Is the ball rolling? Then it gets easier.
That's the idea. He notes that getting to level 5, 2 years of expenses invested, can actually happen in just a few years with a lot of hustle and focused effort, using those job hacking and side hustle strategies.
The few years to level 5, that's faster than I would have thought.
It requires intensity, but yeah. But the biggest leap, he says, the longest part of the journey often, is the distance between level 5 and level 6.
From flexibility to full financial independence.
Right. That's when you really have to go all out. Making, saving, and investing as much money as you possibly can consistently for years to build that investment base large enough to live off.
So that's the real mountain to climb.
That's a big push. And his own experience reaching financial independence himself at age 30, he describes it as truly transformative.
How did it change him?
He talks about completely stopping worrying about money. His anxiety just disappeared, feeling more present, calm overall, much happier.
Wow. The mental benefits sound huge.
Huge. He gained time for things he truly loves: travel, writing, teaching. And now he can choose work that's genuinely fulfilling, work he wants to do, instead of just needing to do it to pay the bills.
That sounds like, well, like true freedom.
It really does. A profound shift in life for anyone who achieves that level.
What an incredible deep dive into financial freedom by Grant Sabatier. It really makes you think, doesn't it?
Yeah.
About how much control you truly have over your own life, your financial future, no matter your starting point. It feels very empowering, actually.
Yeah. Zooming out a bit, it's clear this isn't just about the numbers in your bank account, is it?
No, seems like it's much deeper.
It's fundamentally about reclaiming your time, reclaiming your choices.
Yeah.
Which raises an important question for you, our listener. What would your life look like? What would you do tomorrow if you didn't need to work for money anymore? If financial worries were just gone?
That's a powerful thought to leave with, indeed. Something to really chew on. Until next time, keep digging for those nuggets of knowledge.